Welcome to 2026! Man, what happened in 2025? That was probably the fastest year ever. Now, it's past our bedtime. We're in bed normally by now. It's 10:43. I figured I want to be the first person to purchase something from Banks Power because I have one last thing to get for my GMC. You guys know my truck is Banksed out. And there's just one last thing to purchase. Let's go check out what it is. Now really quickly, anybody guys here? I just took this thing out. Oh my gosh. It's still full of fluid. Now, we gotta clean this. Anyone know what this is? Gotta clean it. By the way, this bumper, I have not put it up for sale. Does anyone want a 2024 GMC AT4X bumper? It is for sale. I got the red recovery hooks and the skid plate over there. This guy's to go. Remind me to post this, I keep forgetting. Now, over here, most of you guys know I have a 24 GMC and we have a ton of upgrades. Let's go ahead and pop the hood and see what it is. The turbo inlet and boost tubes were the first upgrades I did to this truck. And you guys have seen what came out of here. Nothing against the manufacturers. Their goal is to build you a truck that will do its job. Banks' goal is to give you the most out of your truck. And the boost tubes and turbo inlet have proven that. I've done videos towing trailers in the past, showing you what these upgrades can do, and they showed you guys you can get more performance because the boost comes on a lot sooner. And at the time, this guy here, you see this? This cold air intake system is so good. If it cost $800, I think people would still buy it. As a matter of fact, if it cost $1,200, it would probably still be worth it simply because of the fuel economy that I get using this guy. It is truly one of the best upgrades you can do to your Duramax. And the boost tubes and turbo inlet are just the icing on the cake. Now let's just say you're just, man, I just want a little bit more power. I want usable power. You guys know I have the Derringer. Now, I will admit, Banks did send this to me. They said, hey, I want you to try out our Derringer for test purposes, and I did that. I showed you guys before the Derringer what the cold air intake, boost tubes, and turbo inlet did. And when I added this, we tested this thing in extreme heat up a 6% grade. You guys have seen all my towing tests up the same grade in the hot temperatures. I had 3 trucks overheat. We also did have some issues with the Derringer, but remember, we were testing it, so we were able to fix those issues. And now, again, I've proven that these upgrades make a big difference on your truck. The only thing I do not have done to my truck, and there's really no reason for me to do it now, is I did not do the relocate kit for these sensors. These are the MAP sensors, which is mass absolute pressure. If you do still have emission components on your truck, you definitely want to get those. If you buy your truck brand new from the dealer, before you pick it up, install these. It takes maybe 10 or 15 minutes. You just undo these screws. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and pull this one off here real quickly. We'll pull this off so you guys can see what it looks like right now. All you need is a 10 mil, a wrench, and then this nut just comes right out. You can do the exact same thing for the other sensor. This just pops out like that. Now, I cleaned this, right? You can kind of see that even after cleaning it, it's still dirty. Remember, I don't have EGR issues with my truck anymore, so this has not gotten any dirtier. It's just simply, once that soot sinks in, it's going to affect those sensors. So, sorry about that, guys. My mic decided to malfunction. So, really quickly, I want to show you this. Here are my iDash Pros. If you are in the market, this right here is worth it because you can literally see more temperatures, like your exhaust gas temps. And I actually can see my fuel rail pressure, oil pressure. I can see a number for that. ambient air density, altitude, oil pressure, boost, all this stuff they don't show you. If you still have emissions intact, you can see all your regens, you can see how many miles you went between your regens. It's just a great system. Now, down below here, you guys will see some of the greatest upgrades you can do to your truck are these oil pans and trans pans. You get more volume of oil. When you drain the oil pan, you get all that oil out, and the transmission pan is not serviceable. Basically, you have to pull it all down to get the fluid out, which I think is kind of silly. But this new trans pan, you don't have to do that, so you don't make a big mess basically. So you'll still have to pull the trans pan down to change the filter, but I like this one so much better. And the AMS oil that Banks offers makes the transmission perform so much better. And as far as the temperatures go, you will see lower temperatures with the oil pan. I was seeing around 208 to 210, I think. Now I'm at like 196, 198. And you guys see the scooper for this trans pan. That guy is at 138 to 142. I was seeing like 154 to 157 in the past. Which is why tonight we're going to go ahead and order the diff cover. So the diff cover should have been done a long time ago, but I'm at 30,000 miles, so I figured why not wait until I hit that 30,000 mile mark, pull it down, change the fluid, and then I'll have an even better diff cover. Now, if you haven't seen theirs, their diff cover is so good that I'm not sure why anyone else tries to compete. Like, I would just give up on diff covers. Their diff cover is absolute fire. It has scoopers on it to pull more air so it can cool the back of the diff. That is absolutely insane. But not only that, just like the trans pan, this diff cover cannot be drained. So you have to pull it all apart and basically put it back together. So I like the idea of making things easier. Now, obviously, you're going to probably have to pull the cover off. Maybe, I don't know, I'll have to ask Banks about that, but maybe every 60 to 120,000 miles, there may be a reason why you would have to maybe like pull the pan down, but that's a video for another day. I'm not 100% certain. But for this cover, every time you drain the fluid, you need to pull the pan. So better cooling, and it just looks super cool. Let's go ahead and go online and check it out. You may hear some fireworks or my kids in the background, and I apologize in advance, but I put my truck in, and you guys know if you are new to Banks, you can get all three of the cooling together and save some money. You can use my promo code and save even more money, so just keep that in mind too. They also provide the oil right here, as I said, but let's go ahead and go right to the diff cover. So if you want to buy it separately, it's right here. I think that they have the best looking covers out of everyone I've seen online, and they have the black ops, or you can get the satin black machine look here, and then they have a natural aluminum one like this. So if you want to get this painted, or maybe just like the way this looks, you could do that as well. Sometimes people might like this because it has that look of the F450 rear diff covers, but I like the black ops. I think this is the one we're gonna go with. And you guys see right here, you can see some of the cooling. You can drain this cover without having to take it off. I like the idea of that too. And then down here, just be sure to see some of the other benefits. I'm getting tired. So it is, let's see, what time is it? It is 11:17, so we have less than 45 minutes. I'm getting tired here, and we have to go ahead and add this to the cart. We're gonna also add 5 quarts. So they have 75W90 and 75W140. Let's go ahead and add, should I add the 75-140? Let's do some quick research. I'm on AMSOIL's website here, and you guys see for the front diff, they recommend the 75W85 here. So I'll have to buy this separately. And then this is for the rear. So they don't show that 75W140, so I'm going to skip that for now. I don't know why I would need that oil, so we'll just stick with this one here. And so with the Black Ops, it's $425 plus the fluid. It's $111.10. They give you a discount. I already added it to my cart here, but just real quickly, I want to show you guys. Here's some of the benefits to this diff cover. Obviously, Banks has always done a great job with designing their products, and the oil pan is the main reason why I'm even getting this, because look at what this thing does. You see how their main goal is to try to get more lubrication, better cooling to prolong the life of these components. Remember this, the manufacturers build us great trucks. However, they can't build everything perfectly because they still have to look at their bottom line. And if you're someone that wants to keep your truck long term, these upgrades make a difference. If you service your own truck, serviceability gets a lot easier, and you don't have to worry about just the bare minimum to get it on the road. Obviously, diffs can fail, and some people don't even change their fluid. So this diff cover will extend your service life depending on how you use your truck. So I just recommend looking at this upgrade. Now you guys will see here, it's 11:30, so man, we got some time to kill. In the past, people have asked me to do upgrades to my truck or just ask questions about it, and I feel like now I've pretty much answered a lot of those questions. Same thing goes for keeping trucks longer, and that's kind of what I'm doing with my GMC. My goal is to keep this truck as long as I can, obviously, right? I've done a lot to it, and it should be interesting to see what issues I do have mechanically and of course with the drivetrain. But I think the manufacturers build a pretty good product. I think Banks has set the bar a little bit higher for themselves to build an even greater product for those people who want to have a truck long term. I don't know how you can overlook those transpans. Those transpans are just overbuilt for sure. Yes, some people might call them ornaments for your truck, and maybe that's what they are. But the reality is the manufacturers have proven that they're not building the best of the best. We have 100 years of engineering for engines and transmissions. And have they gotten extremely better, or are they just more advanced? Because the failures are still there, right? So I want to try to give my truck its best chance. That's why I like the idea of this diff cover. That's why I like the idea of these pans. And obviously the boost tubes are going to hold up better, especially under, load. If you're towing 15,000 pounds going up a 6% grade and it's 110 degrees outside, those stronger pipes are going to just do better. Or 6-8 boost tubes, I should say. But yeah, it is. My watch is now sleeping because it knows I'm sleeping right now. So we have 19 minutes left. I'm gonna go ahead and stand by my computer because I want to be the first one to order something for 2026. And yeah, cheers to the future. Be sure to use my promo code down below if you would like to buy some products from Banks. Yeah, they have a great team. You can reach out to them if you have questions, and look forward to that install video for this diff cover. Let's not forget this, by the way. JBREVIEWS, hit apply, and bam, 556 to 529.30. Just as easy as 1, 2, 3. Now I can't show you guys anything else because my information's in here. So that will pretty much end this video. Thank you guys so much for watching it. I wanted to just say one last thing. So you guys know I deal with Jay Tillis, and he's super, super helpful at Banks. I want to ask you, buddy, I'm gonna put a little pressure on you in this video. I want a plaque. With all these upgrades I've done to my truck, I would like a Banks plaque, whether it be on my interior or under my hood. I just want a plaque. So if you guys can start offering a plaque where we can put some of these upgrades on there, that'd be kind of cool. Just saying. Just something to think about for 2026. And for the iDash Pro, because I have your trans pan, oil pan, I'm probably gonna be doing my own oil changes and transmission fluid changes. So I would like to get a maintenance reminder. There's probably everyone in there. So if you call me out and say that there's everyone in there, you just didn't look, I'll say sorry, but yes. Hope you guys liked the video. See you guys soon.